and put the spotlight on mental well-being and how yoga can play a very big role in that. An angry young child who then turned into a yogi. I'm talking about a millennial yogi. He was a professional cricket player and now has the likes of Jennifer Lopez and Malaika Arora who have endorsed and invested in his company Sarva Yoga. Sarvesh Shashi is the founder at ABC Studios and now joins in. So Sarvesh, I guess when we're not seeing you doing the headstand and crow pose in a parked car or maybe underwater, we are seeing you mingling with the likes of Naomi Campbell and Jennifer Lopez. But I want to get off to your journey and how things really began, because you were a professional cricket player. I don't think many people knew that. What made you make the switch to yoga?
No, I think I started playing cricket at the age of 6. Like every other Indian boy, had a dream of playing cricket and winning the World Cup for the country. I had the same, and that also got me into my yoga session as well, because my parents thought practicing yoga will help me get better at my game, and started playing cricket at the age of 6. I've played for about 17 years. I've represented first division in Tamil Nadu. I played for Tamil Nadu, and of course didn't end up playing Ranji Trophy, but then I have done a bunch of other sort of league cricket on that zone, and I had the good fortune to also travel as an official net bowler with 2 of the IPL teams as well.
Right, and Sarvesh, mental well-being today has become such a large and significant part of our lives and the global discourse, and rightly so. Given the fact that there's stress, there's depression, there's anxiety, and so much of that, how much of that can really be addressed according to you in productive ways like yoga, and how much of an issue do you think this is?
Well, I think if I have to put it in very simple terms, right, this is my personal belief. And I would also like to say that I've practiced this for many years now. Anxiety usually comes because of tomorrow, and depression comes because of yesterday, right? You're never anxious about yesterday. You're anxious about the future, and you're usually depressed, sad, etc., about the past and what that has done to you of sort. What yoga does, or the practice of meditation in yoga does, is it brings you into the present, it brings you into the now. So at this moment, if you look at it, all of us who's watching this, who are a part of this, we don't have there's nothing to worry about or be anxious about or be depressed about now. What I mean now is this absolute second and moment. With There's nothing to worry or be anxious about, and that's what yoga, or the practice of meditation, does, which is it helps you come to the now.
So I believe that you offer a multiple variations of yoga, danda yoga, aqua yoga, basketball yoga. What's that all about?
Yeah, I mean, it's no more Sarva. It's called Diva Yoga at the moment. The entire brand is now called Diva Yoga. And we've got, yes, 25 different styles of yoga. And fundamentally, all the 25 different styles of yoga, the base is the same. We're not changing 12 steps in the Surya Namaskar process. We're purely sort of focusing on the fundamentals of what asana, breath work, meditation practice is all about. We sort of make it interesting with a bunch of props. So, say the basketball, for instance, is only done with children and kids. It's not done for people above a certain age. It is to make children excited about coming into a yoga session. And a bunch of other props which are used, we use it exclusively for a full 1 hour class, but they are props that are used under a larger format of yoga, which is called Iyengar. For example, the Iyengar format has bricks, strap, belt, it has chair, etc. We use all of these forms and make it into a full-fledged 1 hour class. But we also have Ashtanga, we also have Vinyasa, we also have the aerial yoga, and so on and so forth. And I do believe that every form of yoga helps you slightly differently from a physical point of view. One can help you it stretches you a lot better. Yin yoga, for example, calms you down fully. It helps you sleep better and stuff. So there is a different purpose and a different benefit for every form of physical practice that you do. But of course, pranayama, we fundamentally figure out what is best for the group, what is the form of yoga we're practicing on that day, and then accordingly do the pranayama as well.
So tell us a little bit more about how you built the business. You've got studio classes, you've got corporate wellness programs as well. What exactly is on offer?
Well, we do three different things right now, right? One is, of course, we have studios. We have about 10 locations in total. That is 7 in Chennai and 3 in Bombay. We do a bunch of online sessions, but they are very, very limited to a very small group. And of course, corporate wellness is by the brief, like a brand and a corporate will come to us and say, hey, this is what, these are these number of employees we have. This is our brief. We want them to sleep better. We want them to do a fun class. So we'll add things like laughter therapy and teamwork and sort of practices with two people in the whole yoga practice and holding a pose challenge and a lot of those things. So fundamentally, three things. One is offline, which is your studio classes. Somebody goes to the studio, buys a membership and takes sessions. Second is online, which is it's only online group classes. And then third is corporate wellness. Again, it varies from corporate to corporate, brand to brand, brief to brief, and so on.
And do you have any examples of how this has really made a difference in someone's life or how it's transformed them because they started practicing yoga?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been teaching for 10 years and I think have had the good fortune to have impacted over 1 million lives in the last 10 years. So I have many, many, many stories, right from people who got ailments, whether it's things like diabetes, thyroid, managing their weight. We've helped people from various physical injuries like back. PCOD is a big problem that we continuously keep hearing from women in terms of their lifestyle, their food, and the kind of practices that they don't inculcate in their daily lives. We've managed to identify them very specifically and treat them accordingly. So I think the three biggest programs that have worked very well in Diva Yoga are: one is for weight, which is managing weight. Second is PCOS, PCOD. And third is people who come with a back pain. I think back is also a fundamental issue that people end up facing after a certain age because of various reasons, largely non-movement of sorts, and we've managed them very well. So we have, I don't know how many customer testimonials and feedback from people. I think we have reviews itself of over 10,000 people, and our average rating is 4.8 from all 10,000 cumulatively put together. So I think we're doing something right in making a difference in their lives.
And can you share with us how you're looking to really build on, fitness and wellness as an ecosystem? I know you're looking at complete transformation of people becoming a better version of themselves. So how are you working in this vein?
I think our sort of everyday motto is to make people believe that yoga is a way of life. So everything that we're doing will revolve around making that possible, whether it is our messaging, whether it is our conversations through multiple platforms, whether it's our outreach programs, our distribution channels. All of it will fundamentally focus on how can we make one more new person believe and by the fact that yoga is a way of life and they need to move uh, every single day. They need to consciously take a breath, which is pranayama, every single day, and consciously connect with themselves, which is in the form of dhyana, rather meditation every single day. So every single thing that we do around is to help people believe that, hey, we do want to make a difference. And why don't you just try? Why don't you just start? Why don't you start somewhere? Why don't you start small? Why don't you come 5 minutes and just only practice pranayama through, say, YouTube, even if it's not through us, as long as you're practicing at some form or in some place it's great, because we can't keep saying that you should only do X with us. You can't practice yoga with anybody else. There's no such messaging at all. Our only messaging is, in Hindi, if I say start to karo.
And can you share with us some tips? Because, we all lead very fast-paced lives. There's 1,000,001 things on that to-do list, 100 things to be done day after day. There's stress, anxiety, all of that. Are there any breathing techniques that one can just, like a quick go-to, or something that we can do that can help us reset or recharge?
Yeah, I'd say three things in total. Number one is I follow the MPC concept. M is for move. So I'd say move every day for at least 5 to 7 minutes. You can start, whether it's Surya Namaskar, whether it's skipping, whether it's, walking, whether it's running, whether it's cycling, swimming, whatever, but move every single day, at least for 5 to 10 minutes consciously. Number two is breathe, which is B. Do pranayama, and you can start off with Anulom Vilom pranayama, which is alternative nostril breathing. Start off with that. Do that at least 5 rounds in each nostril. That's a great start. Do that for 3 to 5 minutes. And the third one is C, which is connect to yourself. You can start off with simple gratitude prayers by thanking the world and the people.
All right, thank you for taking the time out, Sarvesh. It's been a pleasure interacting with you.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.